Repeat after me. Today.
Today.
No, that ain't good enough. Today.
Today.
Finally.
Finally.
I step into greatness.
I step into greatness.
And forever.
And forever.
I leave average behind.
I leave average behind.
Wrap it up. Turn up. All right. They told me to jump. They hyped me up pretty good, so I hope I can deliver. This is what I do. I talk, especially with the teams. I coach. I haven't always been a bodyguard. Actually, at one time in my life, I was on the opposite side of being a bodyguard. I was the guy that people needed protection from. So, but we all change, okay? Because the way you start out, that don't mean that's the way you got to end up. Now, read that first line there. Read it with me. It's a great day.
It's a great day.
If you don't believe me, try missing one.
Try missing one.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
If you miss a day, then you don't believe.
If you miss a day, what does that mean? I mean, you dead, right? Very good. Every day you wake up, it's a blessing. I'm going to go ahead and speed through this a little bit. My big break kind of started in a humble way. I've always did bodyguard work and personal protection from everybody from Lloyd Banks, G Unit, a lot of politicians, you name it, man. You name it. CEOs, vice presidents of major corporations. I've worked side by side with the FBI. And I will tell you this. Just because you're big, it does not make you a bodyguard. Some of the toughest guys, stand up, man. Some of the toughest guys, his size, his height, is some of the best bodyguards. These are the dudes you got to be aware of. You got to be on the lookout for them.
Not you.
It's about training. It's about training. It's tact and it's skill. Now with me, I've probably got about a good 10 years of training. Everything from armed, physical, judo, martial arts, and even more than that, you got to have smarts. You got to have street smarts. Size does not qualify you to be a bodyguard. It's not about a tough guy. It's about PR. If I'm protecting him, and he got a problem with him, and I immediately just jump on him, I've already lost my job. I got to be able to talk this man down. So it's PR for the most part. Now, my big break pretty much happened when I was just about done doing bodyguard work. I got tired of doing it. I was doing it locally in Detroit. I'm from Detroit, born and raised. Don't worry, I ain't gonna steal nothing, shoot nobody. Okay, born and raised in Detroit, and I started working at General Motors. General Motors, like a lot of you guys will probably end up at the big three with the welding and the automotive stuff. I was making pretty good money. I got a call one night. They said, "Hey, Nas, that's my street name, Nas. Eminem, we got this new white kid, Eminem. He's a pretty good rapper, man. They like how you work. They heard about you. They want you to do a security." I said, "Nah, man, I'm good. I don't want to do that whole bodyguard thing no more, especially going on the road." They said, "Man, just one night." So I wouldn't work with him at a rave party. Y'all know what a rave party is? Yeah. I know. Okay. So I worked with him. Right, exactly.
Why Eminem there?
Because he's white.
That was on a Friday night. A couple of situations jumped off. Lo and behold, I had to lay him out. I had to fold him up real quick. They liked the way I worked, and he was like, "Well, man, we want you to go on tour with us, man. Can you do it?" I said, "I don't know. Let me think about it." This was before he had sold like millions and millions of records. He had maybe sold about 500,000 at the time. When My Name Is came out. And I thought about it. I had just got my 90 days in at General Motors. Now, at the same time, I was up for election for shop chairman, and they were also trying to hire me as the president of Chasto Systems. So I had 3 decisions to make in less than 72 hours. Do I go and protect potentially the most famous person in the world, and it'd be short term, but I can make a lot of money? Or do I take on the shop chairman position be elected to that, do that for maybe 2 years, get voted out? Or do I take on president of the company, make that money and potentially make millions? So I chose to go with Eminem. I chose to go to Eminem, with Eminem. In hindsight, retrospect, if I had to do it all over again, President of Chasco System. But hindsight is always 20/20. And the point that I'm making is, they're gonna make a lot of decisions in your life. Just make it based off what you're trying to do. At that time, I was trying to get my record label off the ground. So that was the basis of me trying to do that. So why not become Eminem's bodyguard, get in, meet all the people at the labels, do my politicking and networking. Did all of that, was getting all the meetings, and guess what? Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Having lunch with the owners of Interscope, Jimmy Iovine, the owner of Interscope, stay at his house, everything. I had artists trying to get them on. Naz, I like your groups, but we're not looking for that. So sometimes you can make a decision, you think it's the right decision, but you probably should go with the long haul. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to make some decisions in your life now that's going to affect you 20, 30 years from now. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. I'm 43 now. I wish I had a time machine so I can get in it, go back to being 18 years old, so I can slap the hell out of me and say, hey, don't do that. Don't do that, because you're going to mess this up. And everybody's going to have that moment. Everybody's going to have that moment. Whether it's you dating some female, or ladies dating that knucklehead dude that ain't trying to do nothing. He's just trying to get the cookies. Let's just be real. Guy that's
they went
only,
through it.
Guy that's only trying to do the streets.
They dated somebody like that.
Now, that was a career gamble that I took. Career gamble. Did I win? No. You'll find out later. So now, I go on the tour. Wasn't everything that I thought it was going to be. A lot of fun. It was everything that you think it is and more. A lot of drugs, a lot of violence, murder. I've seen 2 bodyguards get killed while I was on tour. Y'all heard of Death Row, right?
Yes, sir.
Suge Knight?
Yes, sir.
I was in the middle of that whole Death Row, Suge Knight, Dr. Dre beef. Literally sitting in the studio protecting Eminem, vested up with a Glock with extended mag, with off-duty police officers under my command. And I'm gonna be honest with you, one of the things that I did when I went to Interscope, I said, look, Death Row is trying to kill M, they're trying to kill Dre. I said, I'm gonna need for you to get me some off-duty cops. I said, preferably white. He said, why is that? He said, because I know they're not gang related. You give me some brothers that's cop, what happened to Puffy? Killed by potential bloods, am I right? So you eliminate the problem. That's the gamble that I took. I jumped in the fire, man. Well, I could have went the safe route. Everything that looks good is not good. So now, like I said, we're on a tour, protecting this guy's life, end up throwing my shoulder out of socket, dislocating my shoulder, broke a couple dudes' jaws, nose, you know, and it wasn't one of those things. I'm not saying that bragging, but these people were trying to hurt, harm, or either kill Eminem. A lot of stuff don't make the news, but as a protector, as a bodyguard, as a licensed bodyguard, that's what my job would entail. That's not what you want, but that's what happens. Now I put my life on the line, did everything that I'm supposed to do for this gentleman, Eminem, Slim Shady, Marshall Mathers, who was a good guy. We got along pretty good. We were like brothers. But as he blew up more, he got high more, the labels kept him high. Be careful who you work for. Be careful who you let put stuff in your ear, man. Be careful, because they might put the wrong stuff in it. They had Eminem's ear. And when his ear was intoxicated. So him being intoxicated, can't make the right decisions. You don't take care of the people that's around him. But they take care of his money. So that began a conflict. Long story short, after about 9 months of being on the road with him, dealing with the whole thing. So y'all so young, y'all might not remember. What's the oldest age in this group? About 24, 25?
25.
Okay, so
23.
He probably was about 15 when he was
23.
growing up.
We was there. 20 there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ain't got Marshmallow's
You go
LP though.
online, some of the stuff
First
I'm
one.
telling you is over your head. But
God damn. Curtain call.
the conflict, he began to have a
Encore.
conflict within himself. The conflict pretty much led to me and Eminem going our separate ways. But we ended up going our separate ways, unfortunately, with guns drawn. With guns drawn. And I'm not saying that to brag. There's nothing to brag about when it comes to violence or people potentially getting hurt. But when you put your life on the line, or you're dedicated to somebody or something, and that betrayal comes in, the label betrayed him, he betrayed me, so therefore I left. But when I left, it ended up being a thing where they canceled like $6,000 worth of checks. To some people, that's not a lot of money, but to me,
That's a lot.
that's a lot of money.
6,000, yeah.
That's a lot of payment. I called him on it. I said, man, what's up with my money? He said, well, dude, you resigned so we don't have to pay you that money no more. Now, the check had already been cashed a month previous. I don't know how they did it, but they went back and canceled a check from a month ago. Him and I going back and forth on the phone. Expletives going back and forth. I said, man, I'm coming to see you. He said, well, come on. Now, same guy that I'm protecting, I'm about to go and get. You see the parallel in life? You can't hide because I know everything you do. I know where you at. I know where your family's at. I know where your mistress at, your wife at, your girlfriend, your kids, your mama, your girlfriend, school, son, daughter, whatever. The bodyguard is the last person. It's the last person that you want to get over on. So I went over there to try to talk to him. When I get there, well, let me back up. I left a voicemail. This is what. Be careful what you say because it'll always come back to haunt you. Especially when you're leaving voice messages. Look at Tiger Woods. Look at Tiger Woods. And not just Tiger Woods, me too. I called him and I called his manager back. They wouldn't answer. They set me up. Actually, I set myself up. I'm going to take the blame. I called and left a message. I'm not going to repeat what was said on the message, but it wasn't pretty. Didn't threaten to kill nobody, nothing like that. I said, but I'm going to need my money. I'm going to need it now. They took that message, downloaded it as a WAV file, emailed it to the police department. Now this all happened in a matter of 5-10 minutes. As I'm leaving from my house, driving over to M's house, the email is going to the police department. So the email and I are passing each other by. As I get to M's house, the email is at the police department. The police department is being dispatched. The paperwork for a PPO, which is a personal protection order, is being placed on me. I have no idea. I get to the house. I knock on the door. Everybody in the house running, panicking, screaming, hollering. It's Naz! Oh my God, it's Naz! It's Naz! He coming to kill us. I'm like, okay, I don't know where this is coming from. Kim opens the door. You know who Kim is, right?
Yeah.
She opens the door. Kim Matters.
Look him.
His wife.
We're going to
I don't know. Don't be mad that I don't know shit. I don't know Eminem.
He wasn't even born yet.
He made that song, said, B, I'ma kill you.
Excuse me.
Talk about her.
Back to the story. Long story short, M wasn't there. He was at the end of the block. Now, he had been running his mouth. He at the end of the block watching me at the door. Kim and I had a few words. I said, well, look, I'm going to go ahead and go, but tell him I'm going to need my money. I go to get in my car, and Eminem just comes speeding up the street. He jumps out the car. He has a gun in his waistband. Now, I don't know if you know the irony of that story. I actually took Eminem to get that gun registered. So he was going to try to shoot me with the gun. I took him to go get arrested. No, I don't think so. So now, I'm trying to talk him down. I'm like, look, dude, as I'm talking to him, I got my hands like this.
Of course.
And I'm thinking to myself, was this a wise decision coming over here? I underestimated. Never underestimate anybody. Okay? Size means nothing. He's talking, apparently high. He flashes the gun, and he's telling us, Naz, I'm gonna shoot you. So I'm thinking, okay, this ain't gonna go too good, because I'm going home in one piece. I'm strapped. I said, all right, man. I'm gonna put my hand in my leather coat, because it's winter time. He's pulling his gun, and I'm pulling my gun. And as I'm pulling, I can see my whole life. You ever have a moment where you can see your whole life is about to change?
Yep.
My whole life was about to change. How about I go to this next slide? My whole life starting to change. What I seen was me having to protect myself against the most successful artist in the world, who was white. So, if I kill him, that's one more. Jail. Even though it's self-defense.
Still.
So, I backed down. I said, you know what, man? You win. I said, let me tell you something. I love you as a brother. I said, but we're not going to do this. I said, because you're not going to win. Trust me. I'm trained, you're not. I turn to walk away. I get in the car. I go to drive off, and he says, Nash, I thought we was brothers. I said, we was. You canceled the check. You can't cancel my loot. I got in the car, drove off. When I got to the house, state police met me at the house, serving the papers. So angry. Was I angry at him? No, who should I have been mad at?
Yourself.
Exactly. Should have been mad at myself. So I had a decision to make. When I went home, I said, you know what, I had to do something. I don't know how I'm gonna, I gotta turn this negative into a positive. Picture on the right would have been me in the cell. That day, as soon as I came in the house, I sat down at my computer and I wrote this book right here, Shady Business. I took all that anger, the quickest book I ever wrote in my life. Thank you. Quickest book I ever wrote in my life.
An angry book for somebody.
Now,
Nah, I'm not
understand
bad.
this. One thing my dad did tell me, he said, son, if you're going to write this book, you got to tell some bad stuff about yourself. He said, don't try to bury the man. If you dig a hole for one person, you might as well dig two, and the second one is for yourself. And I always kept that in mind as I was writing this book. So when you read this book, you're getting an honest story of what it's like to be a bodyguard, to work with an artist, to see how the record label manipulate artists, and how fans manipulate artists, family manipulate artists. It's not just about the bodyguard and the artist. It shows you everything. Like you asked me a question earlier about Illuminati and hip hop. It exists. It exists. It exists. It exists.
But I'm saying, like, to get Illuminati.
Let me say this. Let me say this.
Let's not count the
And
discussion.
Let me say this. When you start talking about Illuminati, Jay-Z is not Illuminati. Okay, no, it's not. There's a difference. Listen, I've been there, I know, and I know what I'm talking about. Illuminati, on record, do your research, it's not rappers. It's not Hov throwing up the rock. That's not Illuminati. That's actually a triangular sign for like the deltas. Okay?
That too.
Masons. Illuminati's is the 8 families that run the world. Jay-Z ain't running the world. He's running hip hop, but he's not running the world. But he's cool with those people of the family. The 8 people, the 8 families that run the money in the world is Illuminati. I'll tell you this, and none of them must. So get that out your head.
Government.
Excuse me?
You know the family?
I don't know any of the families.
Do you know the families? No.
Who said it? Who else? White Sox.
The White Sox?
White Sox.
Oh.
White Sox. But that's sidebar. Do your research. Do your research. We're gonna wind it up. Can you go to the next one?
Government. Hey, come on, y'all.
All right, listen up. What you focus on the longest becomes the strongest. Les Brown says that.
That's my dude.
If you got a lot of hate in your heart, man, you gonna carry that hate with you forever. Switch it around. Have some love. Just because you got some love, it don't make you friendly. Okay? But if you hating all the time, what you think you're gonna get? You're gonna get negative results. Negative results. Don't let your own bitterness destroy you. That's what I almost did. I almost did that twice. Don't let your own bitterness destroy you. Repeat that.
Don't let your own bitterness destroy you.
By me not letting that happen, success followed. That book, Shady Business, which I self-published, wrote, distributed, ended up being Amazon.com bestseller, #2 in Australia, and #4 in Sweden. Not #2 in the hood, Australia and Sweden. That's because I didn't let my bitterness destroy me. Now, as the book was taken off, Eminem and his people came to me and said, look, we're going to give you $25,000, man, shut the book down. I said, no, man, I made that the first day. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? You know, but everybody has a price. Everybody has a price. I'm not going to say that I wouldn't have turned it, but it would have been another zero in there, you know, you might be able to talk.
250,000.
Now, gotta have perseverance.
That's quarter million.
Have you guys ever been turned down? Say you like a girl, and you keep asking her out. You keep asking her out. Like my man, he right here kicking pretty hard, man. Kicking pretty hard. You like her? No, okay.
He's about to say it.
Yeah, you know, you like a girl, you trying to take her out, and you want to get to know her. You keep getting.
He's like, oh no, she.
Yeah.
Either you're gonna stop, or you're gonna be persistent, and you're gonna respectfully pursue her. And that's what I did with this book in the book industry. Me doing that, I was turned down 103 times by publishers and agencies. I got turned down so much that I forgot who turned me down, and they said, hey, we turned you down last week. I said, oh, my bad. This is a true story. I went to a book fair in Chicago, and it was the book expo, biggest expo in the world. I go in there, I'm suited up, I got my books. Everybody in there know who I am, they've read the book. Big time publisher came and said, Byron, come here, man, let me talk to you. I said, what's up? He said, look, man, everybody loves this book, Shady Business, but nobody's going to sign you to a book deal. I said, why not? He said, because one day Eminem's going to do a book. And if we do a book deal with you, we can't do a book deal with them. He said, but I'm going to tell you this, never ever sell your rights. I said, why not? He said, because God forbid, 30, 40 years down the road, if something happens to him, instant money overnight. They said, so hold on to your rights. And then he was walking away and he came back. He said, oh, if I were you, I'd hire a hitman. And he walked away. I said, why would you say something like that, man?
What?
But you see how people mind is about money?
What?
That's not me, man. Finally, we're being persistent. I landed a multi-million-dollar deal with Macmillan Publishing over in the UK. Remember when the movie 8 Mile came out? Do y'all remember the movie 8 Mile?
Yep.
First came out? That book deal was coincided with the movie 8 Mile. Signed the paper, contract, money was swell. They did this big promotion. I was supposed to do this world tour 2 weeks before the book was to come out. They said, this way, we're going to need you to change the cover. No problem. Change the book cover. We need you to take this chapter out, add this, take these pictures. I did whatever they wanted me to do. He called me back a week before and said, you know what? We're dropping you from the deal. It was supposed to be coinciding with the movie 8 Mile. See how stuff can happen? You could be on a path to greatness and be detoured at any time. You gotta have a plan B. I put so much focus in there, I didn't have a plan B. So you know what I did? I took the book and threw it in the closet for like 3 years. Didn't do nothing. Instead of being mad, I should have did something about it. I should have just kept going. So sometimes you're gonna run into these brick walls. Keep it moving, okay? That moment that you want to quit and you angry, you have to keep moving forward. Am I right? What you think about that? You think about that moment, ain't you? Push past it, man. Push past. But you know what? It's almost like if you got a sledgehammer and you steady pounding on this big rock, and you go out there and you hit it every day. You hit that rock in the right spot. What's it gonna do?
Crap.
You gotta stick with it. Yes, your doubt will starve to death. Y'all read that.
Feed your faith and your doubt will starve to death.
Everybody got that one little voice, man. You be so hyped up to doing it. I tell you, it happened to me here, coming here. It happened to me driving down. I said, man, wow, man. They can hype me up. I'm nervous. But then I'm here. And I'm going to tell you why this makes a difference to me. About 7 years ago, I did a seminar just like this. Had my stuff all set up. I paid for cable commercials, spent about $2,000 on that, pushed 5,000 flyers, booked a hotel ballroom, had donuts, water, coffee, the whole night. I had people calling, yeah, man, I'm gonna be there. People, you know, calling me RSVPing tables and everything. So I come in, I walk down the middle aisle, and I'm feeling good about that, man. I'm about to fill all these seats, man. I'm about to do this, man. I'm about to get this paper. Came in, I sat down. My clock got it broke. Anybody here yet? Went downstairs, checked. She said, sir, ain't nobody came in yet. I waited 2 hours. Nobody showed up. But guess what? There's people in the room today. Mm-hmm. That makes me feel good. Mm-hmm. You can't quit. You can't quit. And that, I'm gonna tell you something. That was the worst feeling I ever felt in my life. Imagine if you died and you laying out in front of the church and you can see that nobody showed up to your funeral. That's what it felt like. I had to eat a whole lot of donuts that day. Next slide. But the success of that empty room is this moment here right now, because I kept pushing past the mark. And you're going to have some trials and tribulations. You're going to fall a lot. You fall, just fall forward. Because that's progress. That's momentum. And if you fall backwards, if you can look up, you can get up. That's what Les Brown said. Just don't stay down there. You got to get up. Whether it's you trying to get this skilled trade, you're trying to get these last 2 credits to get a GM for a Chrysler, culinary arts, whatever your skill is. If you keep running to that one brick wall with that one teacher, and you can't pass that one test, that one class, you gotta keep pushing. Because ain't nobody gonna give you nothing. You gotta take it. And I mean that by studying. You gotta study like, oh, you clap back, you go ahead.
You don't lose yourself. Lose yourself in the moment. You own it.
But that day,
you only get one shot.
That day, coming home, that was a very quiet drive home. Sometimes you gotta turn the hip hop off, take the beats out, take the earphones out, just think. Just be quiet, just think. I got the new idea. I created the author's workshop. I said, okay, how am I gonna do that? And that little voice said, you know what, man? Take that same workshop and put it on CD. Put it on a wave file. That's what I did. That's what I did. So now, you treat your ideas until they come custom fit to your goals. And remember, there are no problems, only lessons. That's what Bob Proctor said. There are no problems, only lessons. You go through something, what do you learn from that situation?
Don't do it again.
Go ahead, what you say, bro? Never do it again or do it better. Yeah. Next one, please. Be prepared to be unprepared. I want everybody to read that first line there for me, please.
When the elevator is broken, you got to take the stairs.
That's right. So if you're going to stand there waiting on the elevator to come and it's broken, you're not going to get nowhere. Like Mr. Yolanda had me walking all the stairs. I'm like, I'm not supposed to sweat until about 12:20 See me walking the stairs and everything else. But you got to know what you're doing. You got to know what it's about. You got to know where you're going. It's the same aspect of life. Program your mind for success. Rid negativity. Now look, let me hit home on this. Some of y'all got some hater friends in your clique.
What's up, Mentos?
That's male and female. And I'm gonna take it a little further too. Family can be haters too.
Number one.
Yeah. Yeah. But here, check this out. Only thing about family you can't get rid of. Say that again, brother. Can you stand up and say that?
Stand up.
Yeah. But you know what though? You know what a hater is? It's the biggest admirer. A hater is the biggest admirer. The haters are the ones that's going to motivate you to do what you need to do. Man, you can't do that. Man, you ain't never do that, man. Now, if you buy into it, then they succeed, am I right? But if they that close to you and they're being negative, you got to get them away from you, and then you got to show them, because the best revenge is success. Now, if you're comfortable where you are in life, you're in a bad spot. Now, if Job Corps is this is going to be the pinnacle of your life, man, you got to push past this. This is a great opportunity. You got to push past it. How many people like money?
Who got some money?
Man,
right
he got
now?
2 hands up. That's what I'm talking about.
How many dollars you got in your pocket?
Look, and we talking about legal. We talking about legal money. I ain't talking about sitting in the trap or slanging or trying to sell ladies your Girl Scout cookies. You know, we ain't talking about none of that stuff. We talking about getting a trade, getting a job, landing a career, stacking your loot. Because I'm telling you, y'all 16, 17 now, in a minute, the year's gonna seem like they going by 5s, am I right? I'm telling you, yesterday I was 15. I was 15 yesterday. I was still at home, I had no bills. Mama was still cooking. Now I got bills. I was gonna say I don't hardly eat, but I'd be lying. Let's see. What's next for Job Corps students? I'm gonna kind of go around the room real brief and just ask a couple quick questions. Young lady, what's next for you after you get out?
Going to college.
Okay, and do what?
I'm a rapper. I'm not a rapper.
Pretty much work on my jury.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Brandon, big fella. What's next?
College for business management. What else? Business management, culinary arts, and pharmacy tech.
That's good, man. Don't let nobody change that about you either. Man, right here in the back. Black, all black, black on black. Hey, stand up for me. Hey, gentlemen, do me a favor. Fellas, this is something we got back, man. Stand up, project your voice, man.
I'm going to go work for Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
Thank you, that's good.
Where you from, Paul?
Detroit.
Oh, okay. What about you, young lady? Yes, you.
There's only like 2
What's next?
ladies here.
You don't know? And there's nothing wrong with that. But have an idea. Have an idea. I'm sorry. Okay, who said that? Yes, I want to ask you. Come on, what you want to do? Who said it? Y'all two. Both of y'all. What's next?
Be quiet, I'm trying to tell my story. I'm going to FSU to study surgical technology. Then when I get older and I'm retired from that, I'm going to be a music teacher and I'm going to open a boutique. I'm going to be a veterinary trainer.
That's good. That's good. Hey, clap it up. I got a little secret for y'all. I just realized what I wanted to do 2 years ago. This right here. I've done a lot of things. I've worked in the plant. Played pro ball overseas for a minute. Beijing, China. That lasted for a minute. And I've done a lot of stuff, man. But you got to find what your passion is and turn it into your reality. Whatever you're the most passionate about, that's what you go after. If you got a passion and you got a goal, when you work, it's not work. It's fun. Always remember that. Let's see. Find a vehicle in life and use it. Whether you're going to school to be a tradesman, you got wonderful mentors here. Listen, I got 3 boys, 18, 14, and 12. And I know y'all generation think that we don't know nothing. Only thing difference between y'all and us is Instagram, Twitter, Kik, Facebook.
Now y'all got a Facebook.
What's the other one? What's the other one? There's one more.
Urban Chat.
Okay, I didn't know that. Thank you.
What? Who uses that?
That's
Who
something
uses the
else.
chat? No.
We're gonna scratch that one off.
Black Planet, you know what I'm talking about?
Hey,
Man.
but look. Me have your attention. Me have your attention. Follow your dreams. Follow your talents. But I'm gonna say this because I know I got some MCs in the room. I follow that dream. I'm gonna tell you something. It's not gonna work. Maybe. I'm not gonna doubt you. But find another route. Have something else to do. A plan B. Next.
Why you say that?
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. All right, here we go. This is my favorite part right here. Don't BS yourself with Hollywood tactics. I was a rapper. Me. No. I was a rapper / producer for 16 years. Started at 22, ended at 38. 38. That's like older than Jay-Z. Listen, I spent well over $250,000 pursuing a music career as a job. Now, I'm not saying don't pursue it, but don't pursue it as a what? Job. Pursue it as a dream, as a serious hobby. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I still get down. Now, right. Imagine if I saved that in a mutual fund at 10%. Started 21 years ago. I will have a minimum of $2 million right now in my account. That's $250,000. That's not $25,000. That's $250,000.
That's a $250,000.
Over a 16-year period. Trying to blow up. Trying to blow up. Wow. I'm mad about that right now. Now, if I took that same amount of time to try to be a rapper, I could have been a doctor with 8 years of school, 2 years of residency, and 11 years as a doctor making about $250,000 a year minimum. I would have grossed $2.75 million in that time, but I wasn't keeping it 100. Ain't that what y'all say? Yeah. You know how much money I made in 16 years? I spent $250,000. I made $3,000. What a great turnaround. Isn't that great? It's all a bottom line, man. That's horrible, ain't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to show you something else.
You ain't make a tenth.
The average, I sure didn't.
Wasn't even
I didn't make a 10. Made a $247,000. The average rapper, major label rapper, makes $10 an hour.
What?
I'm gonna tell you why. The average rapper. This is not something that I made up. This is something that was in Forbes magazine. This is how it works. You two guys MCs, right? I'm the label. I said, look here. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you a signing bonus, $100,000, but you're not split. Okay, that's 50. It was 50. She's the manager. She get 15.
Out of
Now
yours?
you got off the top.
Out of his.
Off the top,
Okay.
she y'all manager, y'all group.
Okay.
So she get 10%,
you got
15%. I'm sorry, I don't add that fast. Who's the mathematician in here?
You said 15 go to her off top?
15%.
15% go to her,
If
so
she's
she
nice,
getting
most
like.
of them get 20%.
Yeah, she getting a grip.
You got your boys. Throw a couple baby mamas in the mix.
You know you got it.
Come on.
Now you don't get any more money. You don't get any more money until the album sells. That $50,000 deducted and deducted again ends up being $10 an hour. And I didn't even put Uncle Sam in taxes. And you have to sell 3 million copies in order for the label to say it's a success. If you sold 2 million, they cut you. That's why all these artists are not signing with major labels anymore. They're doing it themselves.
Right.
Now, if you're gonna go that route, do it yourself. Because we sell 10,000 copies at $15 a pop. Here it is.
What is that?
Underground.
But pursue it as a hobby, as a serious hobby. not as a
Self-made
job.
volume 1, 2, and
You
3.
understand? DMX tried that. Look at here.
Gucci did it. Look at him.
Okay, next slide.
Gooch.
Next slide.
Wait, I got a question though. So the big time rapper, they get that big like promoting.
Tours. They do tours. Merchandise. That's why all these people are coming out with like
Clothing.
energy drinks, clothes. They're doing tours because the label is not giving them any money. Now the label, what they're doing is when these new artists sign, they give them what they call 360 deals. So that means they get a piece of whatever you do. If you come up with your line of clothes, if you do tours, see your clothes, the tour money, your shoe money, your drink money that you create, that used to be yours as the artist. Now the label gets a piece of all of it.
Because
If you
they
really look at
own
it, if you really
you.
look at it, listen to the word. 360 deal. 360, 3 6s, 3 6s.
Devil. Illuminati.
No.
No.
Look,
Listen
this
to
is the last
Jay-Z.
project.
I don't
that
get
did.
dropped. I drop the
This is the
labels.
last project that I did. And
No.
it didn't go platinum. I think it went wood.
It went carpentry.
About 100 copies. About 100 copies. Next slide, please.
Next slide.
Next slide.
Come on, man.
All right, everybody repeat after me. Think, create, react, accomplish, celebrate, repeat.
Oh, we supposed to do it again?
That mean no. It mean repeat. That mean you repeat the cycle in your life. That's the key to success right there. Every day is another opportunity to change your life.
Smells so fart.
My buddy, K. Hall in college. This guy, man, oh my God. I'm gonna give y'all the edited story. Severe weed head. Severe weed head. Love me though. Love me. Smoked all day. Really went to class. Got kicked out of school. Didn't see him for 2 years. Was going to Michigan. Somehow he got stuff together. Went to University of Michigan.
Ooh.
Then he turned around, moved to California, got his master's, got his doctorate. I seen him 2 years ago. Clean as a whistle. Don't drink, don't smoke, don't do nothing. But he didn't stray away too far from home. He's a botany teacher, so he still messing with the plants.
Yeah, he a grower now.
Yeah.
That's what's up. He a
He didn't
homegrown.
go too far. He still got the green thumb.
You get it, great though.
Hard work pays off. I think everybody like this. Hard work pays off, but it would be nice if it paid immediately.
Right.
You know? I mean, that's just the truth, man. Laziness is an infection that can only be cured by a swift kick in the ass. You said it, I did.
Negative.
That's why your teachers and your professors and instructors are on y'all, constantly pushing y'all, man. Some of y'all lazy. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Some of y'all lazy. I mean, but you know what? You do lazy work, you get lazy pay. Am I right?
True.
How would you like if you worked hard all week and I was slow paying?
SGA.
Say you got a $1,000 check coming, right?
Or
And I
50.
say, look, man, I ain't really got. I'm gonna put 100 on your check, man. I'm gonna put a little 100 on it. I know you're supposed to get $1,000. I'm just gonna put 100 on it, man. I got you the rest next week. How do you
10%.
feel about that?
10%.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that?
Oh, I mean,
No, but how do you feel about that?
I mean, it's nice, you know, I got some money.
That's how some of the people in this generation are acting. Y'all will do the work. You want the credit. You want to be paid. But then when you got people over here like these jobs that's gonna be waiting for you when you get out of here, they're gonna take the cream of the crop, and they expect for you when you come out of here to go there to work hard, get paid good. All right. Let's see. Fear and success can hold you hostage. Therefore, be brave today and escape the subconscious mind. That's what I was talking about earlier. This guy Walt Waters. I'm also a licensed sports agent. I do like a bunch of stuff. Kind of like that dude off that show, Quantum Leap. You ever seen that show where the guy wake up one day, he doing a different job, he don't know how to get it? That's me.
Like Forrest Gump.
No, I don't know about that.
No.
But Walt Waters from Detroit,
I see what you're talking
6'10"
about.
basketball player, 6'10", 275, was the second coming of Shaquille O'Neal. Okay?
Yeah, right.
I got him drafted. No, this is the truth, man. This is the truth. Got him drafted in the NBA D-League draft. Sent him down to Texas. He got drafted. Top big man in the draft. Supposed to be practicing, supposed to be working out. You know what he do when he get down there?
I heard. Turn up. Hey, back.
I made it, man. I'm good. I ain't got to do nothing now. I called the coach. I said, what my man Walt doing? Oh, man, he down here chilling. I said, what you mean chilling? He said, that guy ain't trying to do nothing, man. He think he done made it. He said, you got to call your man so we're going to send him home. He said, the thing is, if he do what he's supposed to do, we'll get him a 10-day contract with the Boston Celtics in either Miami. If he would have won a 10-day, when you come up from the NBA D-League, they give you a 10-day contract, and if you do well, you get the bonus contract. Now, if he would have went to either team, he would have ended up with a championship ring.
Yeah, he
because
was
Miami won.
back to back.
It was recently.
Not
coming to Miami.
Yep. Yep. So, you know why he didn't want to stay down there? You know what his excuse was?
It's too
I
hot.
don't read it in the book. I don't want to take the whole story.
It was too hot.
You know why? This is classic, man. Because he loved the hood. He loved the hood. He didn't want to leave. He went to Texas, but he wanted to be back home in the hood with his homeboys.
Oh, man. I don't like it.
You know something?
Outside.
Y'all know the hood that much? Alright, I'm going to speed up a little bit. Hey, do a positive work ethic for 30 days and you can accomplish that for a lifetime. When you're driven, hey, check this out. When you're driven, it drives lazy people nuts. However, trying to drive someone stuck in the mud will drive a driven person crazy. Amen. So if I got drive and I'm trying to push you and you don't want to be pushed, it's going to drive me crazy. You got to push yourself, man. Self-motivated. Nobody owes you nothing. You only owe yourself. And this goes for my fellas right here. Black, white, and different. I don't care who you are, man. All y'all doing the same crazy nonsense right now. Boy, I tell you, you know what? We're going to get into it. Look like a prospect. Not a suspect. Not a suspect.
You know, little can of Bob for men one
This how y'all
time.
want to
I
look?
mean,
This how y'all want to look?
No.
I ain't do no. That's how y'all want to look? Pull your pants up. Comb your hair. You know they still make combs. I know I don't have any hair, so you don't want to take hair care tips from me. Comb your hair. Comb your hair. Honestly, brush it, whatever.
I'm naturally curly.
No, you know, okay, well, no, line up is good. A line up is good. All right, okay, oh, yeah, hold. Here we go. That's for the fellas. Ladies too, wear a belt. And ladies. Come on now. Stop advertising the goodies. Okay? Leave the dudes. Excuse me. Listen, fellas, y'all not keeping 100 because all of you that's really clapping is the dudes. Y'all know y'all want to see them goodies. I'm talking about the ladies. Stop advertising your goodies. Keep some mystery. You know, don't reveal everything. You know? Next slide, please. All right, here we go. Hey, I'm sure everybody knows one of these guys right here.
that's MGK. Nah, they ain't got no tats.
Read that. Read that top line.
There's no second choice.
Now look, y'all probably saying, well, Justin Bieber made it. No, he has not made it. He's on his way out. I'm telling you, he's about to run into some. I've seen this. He's gonna be worse than Eminem. As far as the person in, this guy right here, I'm not talking about music. Pay attention, please. Pay attention. Pay attention. Okay, I know he's making money, Bieber. He's making money. Probably feel like he can sag or whatever. Yeah, but he looks like an idiot, man. He looks worse than these guys right here. And his is tight. You got to rip through the pants. The pants are so tight, I ain't gonna say that. We're gonna let it go. Listen. Okay, do y'all know where this started?
Jail.
What would y'all take over? No.
Because that pants was back and it was sagging when they had that.
No, we're not gonna blame sagging on slavery. I haven't heard that one. They wore ropes. They wore ropes.
Right.
They wore them here and here, but they wore ropes. Excuse me. Pay attention. Excuse me.
Jail. Came from jail.
Listen, I notice this is causing a bit of uproar, but look here, man. Nobody wants to see your dirty underwear, man. Nobody wants to see it. Even if they clean, nobody wants to see that. What would Martin Luther King and Malcolm X say? All right, I tell you what. Check this out. How would you like if all the older guys, such as myself, start emulating what you guys do?
It's a trend.
No. You're not hearing what I'm saying. If I came in here, man, giving a speech, my pants sagging down, man, I can't hardly walk. Man, that's retarded, man. That's retarded. Put your pants on, man. Put your pants on right. Okay, look.
I don't like seeing girls' butt cracks.
Okay, you know what, though? Hey, but I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. I want y'all to read.
There you go, see?
Read sagging backwards. What is sagging? What is that? Don't say it out loud. Just read it.
What slap are you at?
Next slide, please. All right, we almost done. Now, this is for the ladies.
Yeah! I was just talking about it! Where's Zaza at?
Excuse me. Hey, I know John Ford told y'all better than that. Come on now. Give up a little respect. Real quick. Excuse me. Yo. Let me get through this. I'm almost done. Ladies are sagging too. That's sag. That's all. Yeah. Well, you know what? The pants ain't pulled up. Nobody wants to see that. Some dudes might, but nobody wants to see that.
Is that an Asian
when you
chick
do
too?
that, you are asking for a problem.
I got to
You're asking for a problem. Keep that in mind. You're asking for a problem. Next slide. Next slide.
That's the good.
This generation, understand this, folks. When you guys are going out to get these jobs, guess who you're going to get these jobs from? You're not getting the jobs from your peers. You're getting the jobs from our age group. You're getting the jobs from the Generation X, generation before that. We're talking about people from 35 to 65 years old that's going to give you these jobs. Your boy ain't giving you the job. He don't own the company. So y'all gotta learn how to talk. Your whole life is like this. Everything that y'all do is in between your thumbs. Whether it's PlayStation, Xbox, texting, y'all right here. So everything y'all do, even y'all eye contact, is right here. Y'all gotta learn how to communicate and talk to people. That's what interpersonal communication is. It's a must. Albert Einstein said this. I fear the day that technology will surpass our human interaction. The world will have a generation of idiots. I didn't say it. Albert Einstein said it. What he's basically saying, learn how to talk and communicate beyond the social networks, okay? Because at the end of the day, when you go do your interview, are you doing your interview by text?
No.
How are you doing your interview? Face to face.
Mouth to mouth.
And it's yes, not yeah.
We should already know how to do this.
That's okay. I'm sure you're learning something along the way. Let's see, let me address this. Put the camera on her for me, please. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as new information. It's all recycled. And the more you hear it, the more likely you're not to repeat it. So thank you for reminding me that you already learned it, so therefore I know that I'm on point. Good job. Turn up. Good job. Next slide.
Oh, World Star! World star.
All right, here we go. All right. Social networking or social networking? I'm going to say this. Hey, these are great sites if you use them for what they're supposed to be used for. The purpose of these sites are to bring people closer together, to make the world a smaller place, but not for you to put up there that your baby daddy or your boyfriend, y'all broke up. Nobody cares. All right, look, we got Facebook, we got Instagram, we got Kick, we got Twitter. Facebook is fool's book. Instagram, you know what I call Instagram?
Read a picture.
No, here, instant gratification. Your whole day is thrown off, but don't nobody like your picture. Am I right?
I can say I don't get numbers.
Am I right? Listen, and what you doing? You going back checking every 5 minutes. I only got 5 likes the whole day, man. Now your self-esteem is ruined because nobody likes you. So what? Stop putting that crazy stuff up there. Like yourself first. Can you like yourself? Like yourself.
I don't like Instagram. I don't like reading pictures, man. It's a picture. I should look at it, not read
pay
it.
attention. Your videos, your pics, your text, and your wall posts live forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Do you want your great grandkids knowing that you was a freak on Instagram? Because it's still gonna be out. Do you want them to know that? No. Grandma, this is Grandma.
Yep, I want you to know. I'm the realest, bro. I want my kids to know.
All right, here we go. Now this proves my point. Hey, everybody know who this guy is, right?
Yeah, that's the guy who came out gay.
That's the hot dog man. Wiener, Anthony Weiner. Anthony's wiener ruined his career.
Oh. He slept with some chick or something.
Yeah, see, you gotta watch the news.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Not once, but twice that we know of. And now he's trying to run for mayor of New York.
Oh, yeah. The boy that got the top off?
Yeah.
You know what? No. That's positive. That's different. But this guy's a politician.
I don't know who that is.
And he taking pictures, sending it to, young ladies, not thinking that these young ladies don't post his pictures up there. Look, there he is, up top, flashing it. Of course, it didn't look like that, but then you got him right here. Guilty.
Selfie.
Guilty. Now he's mad. He's mad that he put his business out there. He can't get his winner back. It's out there forever. And it's ruining his career. Next slide.
Wait, what is that?
He showed his thing to little kids, bro.
Go back, please. Go back. I think I went over some people.
I thought he on the hot
Look
dog
here,
business.
folks. Let me make this real simple for you. Don't put, ladies. Don't put your stuff on Facebook. Don't, you might want to be a model one day. Fellas, you might want to be a judge one day. Even the things that you say. There have been guys. It was a college football player. It was the #1 receiver in the nation. Putting guns on Twitter, pictures of him holding guns, pictures of him smoking blunts, holding liquor. Even if he's not doing it, him in the picture with that stuff. You don't think that these jobs, when they research you, they're not looking?
They look at your
Facebook. Man, listen, let me tell you
Look
something.
at everything,
Let me tell you something.
bro.
It's a such thing as a background check. It's never changed.
They look
But now
at
the background
everything.
check incorporates Google, Twitter, Facebook, Kick. They looking for everything. They're looking for every reason not to hire you. And you know why they won't hire you? Thank God. You clap.
All this clapping, bro. Keep your hands
They're
apart.
not targeting you. You're targeting yourself. Keep that in mind. So the next, like this weekend, this Friday, right? So ladies, when y'all at home doing this tonight,
The counter makes it look bigger.
Y'all doing this? It lasts forever, man. It lasts forever.
He hit him with the
Don't
Cat
do it.
Morgan.
Next slide, please. Do y'all understand now?
Yeah.
Next slide. All right, here we go. Procrastination kills promising people. Repeat that line.
Procrastination kills problems and people.
The wealthiest place on the planet is the cemetery. There you'll find potential never manifested, books never written, music never played, ideas and business